Hi there and welcome to Ask Bondi Vet, proudly sponsored by Bondi Vet Pet Insurance. My name's Pete Laser, joined by Dr. Danni, one of our Bondi Vets. G'day Danni.
Hi, good to be here.
All right, let's get stuck right into it because George has written our question for today. How can I stop my dog from escaping his yard? I've recently rescued an 18-month-old male border collie. Absolutely loves people, so much so that he'll go frantic when left on his own. He'll claw, push and jump his way out of any sort of enclosure. She's running out of options because she's worried about his safety. This is a big question from Georgia.
Yeah, gosh, it must be so stressful for them. There's nothing worse than wondering about the safety of your animal whilst you're not there. So some reasons behind that behaviour can be due to boredom, frustration, separation anxiety, or potentially just being very inquisitive and wanting to get out and explore. So yes, there's a few things.
Well, let's try and find some solutions if we can try and help Georgia, and no doubt other pet owners who are out there too. What are some tips for boredom and frustration?
Okay, particularly with a border collie, which is a very active and intelligent breed, you really want to be giving them plenty of exercise, so at least twice a day, but in a young puppy, regular bursts of exercise are really important. So whether that's taking them for a long run or playing fetch, tug of war, anything like that to get them active. Otherwise, things like obedience training is really great to get them stimulated. So I'd give that a try. Things that you can leave them with are food dispensing toys as well to keep them preoccupied whilst you're out.
Separation anxiety is no doubt a huge thing amongst all pet owners and pets themselves. What are some tips to avoid that?
It is a really common problem, unfortunately, and it's a tricky one to address. There's certainly some behaviour modification training that you can do, and I'd have a chat to your vet about ways to go about that. Sometimes if that anxiety is really severe, they may need some medical assistance as well, so hopefully we don't get to that point, but that's something definitely to have a chat to your vet about.
What if George's border collie, and anyone else who's got a pet out there, what if it's just an inquisitive mind?
That can be really challenging. The reward of getting out of their yard and going and playing wherever they want can be really hard to prevent. So some general tips are, the first thing I would suggest is you really want to break that cycle. So have a good few weeks where there's supervised time in the yard so they don't have that opportunity to escape, because it can just become this habit. Other things mechanically to help stop them being able to escape, making sure you've got high fences. So you want them at least 6 foot high if they're not already. And you can always use PVC piping as well, just to help them avoid getting that grip to get over the fence as well. Another thing you can do if you're really not having any success and your pup keeps escaping the yard is building an uncovered closure that's got indoor-outdoor access, and that's a place that they can go whilst you're out of the house. But certainly I'd try and have someone there as much as you can, because it can be a bit stressful being so confined for a young border collie.
As we say, there's only so much that dog owners can do, and I'm sure George is going to try some or maybe all of your tips. What are some of the things they can do to get some help in from outside?
Absolutely. There are lots of things out there now, which is great. So definitely getting dog walkers on board, dog sitters you can get as well to come and just keep them entertained at home, as well as doggy daycare, which is a great way for them to go and interact with other dogs as well, let all that energy out, and they come home at the end of the day and they're nice and relaxed and you can have that nice quiet time with them. So there are things out there, and I encourage you to utilise them, particularly for a border collie, because that can be tricky.
Fantastic. Thanks, Danni.
No worries.
If you've got any questions like Georgia, make sure you jump on our Bondi Vet Facebook page, or of course on the website bondivet.com/questions. That's it for today's show. Bye for now.
This episode was brought to you by Bondi Vet Pet Insurance. Get your best friend covered today at bondivet.com.
Hi, I'm Dr. Danni Dusek from Bondi Vet. If you love our show and want to see more, plus some amazing content about pets and how to care for them, hit the subscribe button. Click that little notification bell and we'll see you on our next video.